Food additives. These two words often spark debate and concern among consumers. Simply put, food additives are substances added to food to enhance its flavor, appearance, or shelf life. These additives can be natural, like salt or spices, or synthetic, created in a laboratory. The Industrial Revolution led to a dramatic increase in synthetic food additives. Today, thousands of substances are added to our food, from artificial sweeteners to preservatives. While some additives are safe, others raise health concerns. We will provide practical advice on making informed food choices. The food industry justifies the use of additives for several reasons. One primary reason is to enhance the taste and appearance of food. Additives can make food more appealing to consumers by adding color, sweetness, or savory flavors. Another reason is to preserve food and extend its shelf life. Preservatives prevent spoilage from bacteria, mold, and yeast, allowing food to stay fresh longer and reducing food waste. This is particularly important for transporting and storing food over long distances. Furthermore, additives can improve the texture and consistency of food. For instance, emulsifiers prevent separation in salad dressings, while thickeners give yogurt a creamy texture. These additives help create the desired consistency and mouthfeel that consumers expect. While these reasons highlight the practical benefits of food additives, it is crucial to acknowledge the potential drawbacks and health concerns associated with their consumption. Despite their prevalence in our food supply, the long-term health effects of many food additives are still not fully understood. Research suggests that some additives may have detrimental effects on our health. One significant concern is the potential link between certain additives and chronic diseases. For example, studies have linked artificial sweeteners to an increased risk of type 2 diabetes, cardiovascular disease, and even some cancers. Another concern is the potential for food additives to trigger allergic reactions in some individuals. Sulfites, commonly used as preservatives in dried fruits and wine, are known to cause allergic reactions ranging from mild skin rashes to life-threatening anaphylactic shock. Moreover, some additives have been shown to disrupt hormonal balance, potentially leading to problems such as thyroid dysfunction and reproductive issues. Let's take a closer look at some common food additives and their potential health risks. Artificial sweeteners. Found in diet drinks, gum, and desserts, these substitutes are marketed as healthier alternatives. However, studies link them to weight gain, metabolic disorders, and cancer risks. Artificial colors. Derived from petroleum, they enhance food's visual appeal but may cause hyperactivity and cancer, MSG. Common in Asian cuisine and processed foods, it can trigger headaches and nausea. Trans fats. Found in processed foods and fried items, they raise bad cholesterol and heart disease risk. Nitrates and nitrites. Preservatives in processed meats, they form carcinogenic compounds when cooked at high temperatures. The rise of processed foods and our fast-paced lifestyles have made convenience foods a staple in many diets. However, these convenient options often come at a cost, a hefty dose of food additives. Packaged foods, ready-to-eat meals and fast food are often laden with additives to enhance their flavor, appearance, and shelf life. While these additives may seem harmless in small amounts, consuming them regularly can lead to an excessive intake, increasing the risk of adverse health effects. Furthermore, the overconsumption of processed foods, often high in unhealthy fats, sugar, and sodium, contributes to several health problems, including obesity, heart disease, type 2 diabetes, and some cancers. It's important to remember that food additives are just one piece of the puzzle when it comes to the healthfulness of our diet. The overall dietary pattern, including the balance of fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and lean protein, plays a significant role in our health. Additives and allergies, a growing concern. Food allergies are on the rise, and some experts believe that food additives may play a role. While additives themselves may not always be the allergen, they can trigger reactions in susceptible individuals. Sulfites, for example, are a common preservative that can cause severe allergic reactions in some people, particularly those with asthma. Reactions to sulfites can range from mild symptoms like hives and itching to life-threatening anaphylaxis. Other additives, such as artificial colors and flavorings, have also been implicated in food allergies and intolerances. Children, in particular, may be more susceptible to the adverse effects of these additives. If you suspect you or your child may have a food allergy or intolerance, it's essential to consult with a healthcare professional for proper diagnosis and management. Keeping a food diary and noting any reactions after consuming certain foods can be helpful in identifying potential triggers. Children are particularly vulnerable to the potential harmful effects of food additives. Their developing bodies and immature metabolic systems may be more susceptible to the adverse effects of these chemicals. Studies have shown a link between artificial food colors and hyperactivity in children. Some artificial colors, such as yellow 5 and red 40, have been found to worsen ADHD symptoms in some children. Furthermore, the consumption of processed foods high in additives has been linked to childhood obesity, a growing epidemic worldwide. Children who consume a diet high in processed foods are at increased risk of developing weight problems, as well as chronic diseases such as type 2 diabetes and heart disease later in life. It's crucial for parents and caregivers to be mindful of the food choices they make for their children. Providing a healthy diet rich in whole, unprocessed foods is essential for supporting children's growth and development and reducing their risk of developing health problems later in life. Reading food labels can often feel like deciphering a foreign language. However, understanding food labels is crucial for making informed food choices and minimizing our intake of potentially harmful additives. Here are some key things to look for on food labels. Ingredients are listed in descending order by weight, so the first few ingredients make up the bulk of the product. Look for products with shorter ingredient lists and recognizable ingredients. This tells you how much of a nutrient a serving of the food contributes to your daily diet. Aim for low % DV for saturated fat, trans fat, sodium and added sugars. Be wary of claims like low fat or sugar-free, as these products often contain other additives to compensate for the missing ingredient. Additives must be listed on the ingredient list, often by their common names or E numbers. Familiarize yourself with common additives and their potential risks. Remember, knowledge is power. By taking the time to read and understand food labels, you can make more informed choices about the foods you and your family consume. Reducing your exposure to potentially harmful food additives doesn't have to be complicated. By making simple changes to your diet and lifestyle, you can significantly reduce your intake of these chemicals. Here are some practical tips. Opt for whole, unprocessed foods like fruits, vegetables, whole grains, lean proteins and healthy fats whenever possible. These foods are naturally nutrient-rich and free from artificial additives. Cooking at home allows you to control the ingredients in your food and avoid unnecessary additives. Experiment with herbs, spices and other natural flavorings to enhance the taste of your meals. Take the time to read food labels and choose products with shorter ingredient lists and fewer additives. Avoid products that contain artificial sweeteners, colors, flavors, and preservatives. Most supermarkets are designed with whole, unprocessed foods like produce, meat, and dairy around the perimeter. Stick to these areas and limit your time in the processed food aisles. Choose water over sugary drinks like soda and juice, which are loaded with sugar and artificial additives. By following these tips, you can make healthier food choices that nourish your body and reduce your exposure to potentially harmful substances. In a world dominated by processed foods, it's easy to feel overwhelmed by additives in our food supply. By making conscious choices, we can reclaim our plates and prioritize our health. Consider growing your own fruits, vegetables and herbs. Shop at farmers' markets for fresh, locally grown produce. Challenge yourself to cook more meals from scratch using whole ingredients. Stay informed about food additives and their potential risks. Together we can create a healthier food system for all.